Hello, welcome to Romantic Wednesdays with Poetry. I'm Alisa Agnes, your host, and I believe it's time to get real and spill some tea or coffee. So, today I will continue talking about fun, love, and experiments, and today you will learn more about poems which are called My Home and A Wordplay with a Lover or Uncertainty. So these two poems are kinda connected with those from the previous week. I mean, it's about nature and about love. So I think I will read you My Home at first, and later I will tell you more about this poem. So that's my home. What is changing? I used to sing. My home is wherever you're not. Now, since 6 years, I can only sing. My home is wherever you are. My home, my honey, my root, my peace, my work, my bird, my path, my leaf. Blacksmiths hammering, grassy mountains, juicy pears, woods, rocky ways. So, that's my home. At first, I need to explain, the first verse, which is about sinning. So, many years ago, I had such a song in my mind, which was going literally like that. My home is wherever you're not. And it's about just, feeling like you don't fit in, and you think something like your home is when you feel like home, And few years later, I met this man who made me feel like I know what it means to have a home and feel like home. And this way my old song, which I never really wrote down, turned into this poem and into words. My home is wherever you are. So, this is the explanation that I needed to put out at first. And the second verse is just calling out all those things that feel like home to me. So it's about this kind of images that look like Podlasie. This is such a region of Poland which feels like home because my mom was born there and she's from there, and I was born in Warsaw and my dad was from Warsaw, but those lands, it will always have a special place in my heart. So it's about roots, about actually home, and about this feeling, and I kinda compare those feelings of kinda childhood with this love, and this way my home became not only a metaphor of those lands, but also it just this love feels just like that home from which my mom came from. And later the third verse is about blacksmiths hammering, and this line is referring to my grandfather, who was a blacksmith. And I was once in the place where he used to work, and I remember a little bit of him being at work. And he passed away when I was 16, so I was a very little girl when I saw those things. And later I have lines about mountains, rocky ways, woods, and these things are more about mountains and about the place from which my boy came from. So it's literally all about home of mine, home of his, and about this feeling of how it feels to be home and what it means that someone feels like home. And I really like this poem because it's really all about that. So right now I think it's time to move on to the second poem. It's called A Wordplay with a Lover or Uncertainty. And at first I will read you this one. 1. Some people say you don't love me, but you say it's not true. Some people say that it's impossible, but you say I love you so, only about you I dream each night. 2. Maybe his love isn't real. Maybe he's just a dream. Maybe I'm just an unhappy soul. But he said, maybe my love is real. Maybe I'm not just a dream. Maybe you're the luckiest soul. Yep, so that's this poem. It's made of 2 parts, and it's also a double title. And I remember at first it was called Uncertainty, and later I decided to give it also the different title, but I didn't want to erase the first original title, so it's A Wordplay with a Lover or Uncertainty right now. And it's literally just that, because the first verse is about situation when all the people say that he doesn't really love you, and he's saying that it's not true, that he really feels this love. And another situation when you wonder if he really loves you is coming from inside of you, and you start to wonder, maybe this situation is just a dream, maybe it's just too beautiful to be true. Because is it really possible that such a man like him could love such a girl like me? And it's another moment of uncertainty, and he says that literally all those things that you were thinking, and he's given you the proof that he really loves you, that it's a real life, and you're just a very lucky person. So this story has a very good ending, and it's this kind of game when one of people feels so uncertain about feelings of another person, and this poem is made of such 2 different situations, but it's actually about the same thing, and that's why it's made of actually 2 poems which are put in one, and that's probably how it was made. I have been changing those poems few times in my life. Right now it's the second time when I look at the second volume, but when it comes to the first volume, it will be the 3rd time right now. So who knows, maybe in few years I will change something here again. But right now this is the 2nd edition of this poetry book of students' notes, opening eyes. And I think I need to slowly finish this episode. So in the next one, I will tell you more about a song from Silver Frills Part 2. It will be called Bad Dream, so it's kind of connected. And later I will tell you more about poetry from this cycle. So yep, right now you know everything, so until the next time. Yep. Bye.